Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages or the cards that come out in today's reading for you. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out and what messages come through the cards that come out in today's reading. So the first card we have is the Chariot. We have some Cancer energy with this. You could be dealing with a Cancer. And we have the Ace of Swords. And we have the Three of Swords in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles. So with this King of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like this. You could be dealing with someone who, I do feel like this person is someone who wants something long-term. Someone who is also quite stable as far as where they are at right now. I do feel like this sense of actually being in a space where this person's ready to welcome someone into their life or wanting to be able to share their lives with someone. I do feel like with the King of Pentacles showing up over here, this energy does also feel like someone who has a lot going for themselves. I do feel like you could be dealing with a person who's a businessman or a businesswoman with this King of Pentacles showing up over here. But I do feel like also this person is someone who is, I do feel like when it comes to investing themselves in a relationship or in a connection, they take it quite seriously. Hence they are looking for something for the long haul. So I feel like loyalty also being something that is of importance to this person. I do feel like with this Chariot card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of forward movement. And I do feel like you are dealing with someone who's quite determined to be able to hit the ground running within this connection with you. I do feel like with the Chariot card showing up over here, it does feel like also being able to have a connection that works and that is moving forward. And I do feel like there could be a sense of being very different to this person or sense of opposites attract, but it feels like it's in a way that complements each other as well. With the Chariot card showing up over here, it also feels like this could also be referencing some kind of travel on the horizon from this person or some kind of trip coming up. But with this Chariot card showing up over here, it feels like a lot of plans for travel going well. I do feel like with the Ace of Swords showing up over here, this does feel like communication. It feels like a conversation that needs to be had, being had, and also the acknowledgement of the need for being able to communicate over something. I do feel like with the Ace of Swords showing up over here, this does also feel like being able to have a very open kind of conversation that brings about clarity. And I do feel like with this Ace of Swords showing up over here, it also feels like be connecting through conversation and being able to actually have a really strong intellectual or mental connection with this person. I do feel like with the Three of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of being able to actually make a lot of progress, especially within a healing journey, because this does feel like a sense of moving on from something that may have felt like it was kind of attached to the past or something that is no longer serving you. I do feel like with this Three of Swords showing up here in the reverse, this feels like an energy of moving on from something that may have felt like it was at one point something that had a very big hold on you. And I do feel like with this Three of Swords showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of actually being able to experience a lot of progress in healing. I do feel like with this Three of Swords showing up over here in the reverse, this also feels like not only being in a space where you're capable of moving on from something that is no longer serving you, but also looking forward with optimism and with hope. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Swords, and we have the Hermit card, and it's in the reverse, but we have some Virgo energy with the Hermit. You could also be dealing with a Virgo. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So this Ace of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to experience a does feel like a very grounded energy within where things are at, or even when it comes to the characteristics of the person you are meeting. With this Ace of Pentacles showing up over here, this energy does feel like a new beginning or a fresh start, but it feels very stable. It feels very consistent. It does feel like there is a sense of actually being able to have this grounded energy in where things are at with this person. Do you feel like with this Ace of Pentacles showing up over here, this could also be someone making you an offer, and I do feel like it's an offer to be able to actually improve your situation. Do you feel like with this Ace of Pentacles showing up over here, it feels like being able to have an offer that is meeting you practically. I do feel like with this Ace of Pentacles showing up over here, it feels like also an increase as far as where you're at. I do feel like an increase in your money or in your career, but it does feel like it's an opportunity to better yourself or to better where you're at. I do get that with this Ace of Wands showing up over here. This does feel like when it comes to the person you are dealing with, they do feel a connection with you. Do you feel like there's a lot of attraction as well from them that they feel towards you? With the Ace of Wands showing up over here, this even feels like an energy of wanting to be able to, it's like there's an excitement around the idea of being able to create something with you. This person wants to create something with you. I do also feel like with this Ace of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of a connection where it feels like there's a strong spark. A spark that is undeniable or easy to recognize with this person. I do feel like this person feeling that on a strong level. But the Knight of Swords showing up over here, this does feel like actually having communication. I do feel like being able to say something that you may really feel the desire to express, or even feel the need to be able to say to this person. But this Knight of Swords showing up over here, this energy does feel like things moving quickly. As far as being able to hear something from someone or reaching out to someone, it almost feels kind of rushed, but I do feel like there's a sense of actually feeling the sense of urgency of being able to express something to this person. Do you get that with this Hermit card though in the reverse? This energy does feel like a sense of kind of being in a space where you do feel like this person wants to be able to spend more time with you. They want to be able to be closer to you. I do feel like with this Hermit showing up in the reverse, this energy almost feels a bit isolated. It feels a bit lonely in that isolation. It's like there's a longing for being able to share their space with you and to be able to spend time with you. With this Hermit card showing up in the reverse, this even feels like this person really missing you right now. This person may be at a distance, or there may be a sense of that feeling of separation or isolation at this time. I do feel like that's something this person may be struggling with. They want to be able to be closer to you at this time. They want to spend time with you. They're missing you. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have true love, and we have flirt, and we have make the effort. So this true love card showing up over here, I do feel like there is an intention to be able to have a connection that's going to go the distance. They want something long term. They want something serious. I do feel like with this true love card showing up over here that a lot of their feelings are also rooted in a genuine sense of sincerity and also feelings. And I do feel like with the true love card showing up over here, it does also feel like those feelings being very deep and very strong as well. But I do feel like there is a lot of desire for being able to explore this connection further and deeper. And I do feel like when it comes to this person, they do feel this connection being the one that goes the distance, that's gonna go the distance. That's what they are after. They want something long term. They want something serious. With the flirt card showing up over here, this energy does feel lighthearted. I get this pertaining to this Ace of Swords. It does feel like communication being something that you really connect on in this connection with this person. It could be a strong mental connection or a strong intellectual connection where it's like there's that chemistry where you click. I do feel like with the flirt card showing up over here, it feels like being able to enjoy conversations with this person, and this person really enjoying being able to talk to you and spend time with you and have conversations with you. But with this make the effort card showing up over here, I do feel like there is a desire to be able to, it's like they're wanting something, or to be able to see something. They could be seeking out reassurance, especially with this Hermit card showing up in the reverse, this person feeling a bit isolated, or feeling even the sense of longing for you or loneliness. I do feel like with the Make the Effort card showing up over here, that there is also a lot of effort that this person is ready to make for this connection. I do get this pertaining to the Chariot card. Feels like forward movement, but it does feel like actual effort being put towards being able to move things forward and make things work. And I do feel like with the Chariot, this energy feels successful due to those efforts. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.